Hello everybody, back again with another video. I know it's been a little while, just trying to get over some sickness, but I'm back on a roll now. But today I'd like to talk about drama and how to combat against drama and just how to stay focused on God in the midst of the chaos. And today I'm going to be reading out of Nehemiah 6. I'm going over a pretty good chunk of scripture, so just bear with me here. Now, when it was reported to Sanballat, Tobiah, to Geshem the Arab, and to the rest of our enemies that I had rebuilt the wall, and that no breach remained in it, although at that time I had not set up the doors and the gates. And Sanballat and Geshem sent a message to me, saying, "Come, let us meet together at Sepharim in the plain of Ono," but they were planning to harm me. So I sent messengers to them, saying, "I'm doing a great work, and I cannot come down. Why should the work stop while I leave it and come down to you?" They sent messages to me 4 times in this manner, and I answered them in the same way. I'm just going to stop right there for a second. So, when people have a plot to get us away from what the Lord has for us, or the work that we're doing for the Lord, they're going to try to get us to come down from that wall. The work that the Lord has for us. But we have to say over and over, I'm not dealing with it. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm going to choose to just use some grace and space and to distance myself from whatever the enemy is trying to tell me, whatever people are trying to tell me, the drama that's going on. I'm going to distance myself, and I'm going to keep working on what the Lord is having me do. It doesn't matter if they're sitting there trying to tell you over and over, trying to pull you away over and over. You stay focused on that wall. Stay focused on that task, that calling that the Lord has for you. And even the voice of the enemy, when he's trying to discourage us, distract us, whatever it may be, how we combat that is using the scripture, using the word, and because the word is our sword. So that's how we combat against just the lies and the doubt and the fear that the enemy tries to plant into our minds when we're doing something great for the Lord. Verse 5, Then Sanballat sent his servant to me in the same manner a 5th time with the open letter in his hand, and it was written, "It is reported among the nations, and Gashmu says, that you and the Jews are planning to rebel, therefore you are building the wall, and you are to be their king, according to these reports. You have also appointed prophets to proclaim in Jerusalem concerning you a king is in Judah. And I will be reported to the king according to these reports. So come now, let us take counsel together." And I sent a message to him, saying, "Such things are you saying have not been done, but you are venting them in your own mind. For all of them are trying to frighten us, thinking they'll become discouraged with the work and it will not be done. But now, O God, strengthen my hands." So when the enemy are trying to discourage the move of God or the calling on our lives, people don't want it done. The enemy will work through people so that it won't get done. Well, they'll try to distract us. The enemy's going to do everything and anything he can to distract us and to keep our focus away from whatever the Lord has for us. So he says at the end of this verse 9, he says, "Oh God, strengthen my hands." So how do we combat these distractions and stay focused on the task at hand for the Lord? Seek God, seek his strength, and he will strengthen us. He will strengthen our hands. He will strengthen our minds and our bodies and our spirits so that we can stay focused on him, stay focused on the task at hand. I'm gonna keep reading here. Verse 10, when I entered the house of Shemaiah the son of Deliah, son of Mehetabel, who was confined at home, he said, let us meet together in the house of God within the temple, and let us close the doors of the temple, for they are coming to kill you, and they are coming to kill you at night. But I said, should a man like me flee, and could one such as I go into the temple to save his life? I will not go in. Then I perceived that surely God has not sent him, but he uttered his prophecy against me because Tobiah and Sanballat had hired him. He was hired for this reason, that I might become frightened and act accordingly in sin, so that they have an evil report in order that they could reproach me. Remember, oh my God, Tobiah and Sanballat, according to these works of theirs, and also Noadiah and the prophetess and the rest of the prophets who were trying to frighten me. So the wall was complete on the 25th of the month Elul in 52 days. When all their enemies heard of it, all the nations surrounding us saw it, they lost their confidence, for they recognized this work had been accomplished with the help of our God. Also in those days, many letters went from the nobles of Judah to Tobiah, and Tobiah's letters came to them. For many in Judah were bound by oath to him, because he was the son-in-law of Shechaniah, the son of Arah, and the son Jehonan had married the daughter of Meshullam, the son of Berechiah. Bear with me with these names. Moreover, they were speaking about his good deeds in my presence, and reported my words to him. Then Tobiah sent letters to frighten me. So when we're doing a great work for the Lord, there's going to be people come against it. The enemy's for sure going to come against it. But we cannot allow those outside voices to influence what we're doing for the Lord. And it says, when the wall is completed, when the work is completed, and we stay focused on the word, our enemies and the enemy loses their confidence, because they recognize that we're not coming down from what the Lord has called us to do, the work that the Lord has for us. So we have to stick, we have to keep on going, no matter what threats come our way, whatever the enemy tries to work through, the people he tries to work through, whatever it may be. We have to stay focused on the wall, stay focused on the task at hand, and stay laser focused on God, and seek him to strengthen us through it all, because we're going to face persecution from unbelievers and even other Christians when they don't understand a move of God. When a true move of God comes, even other Christians are not going to understand it, and they're going to attack it, because people fear what they don't understand. But as long as we stay focused on the task at hand and stay focused on the work that the Lord has called us to do, then that's all that matters. And all those outside voices, the enemy's going to lose his confidence whenever he sees that we're not getting distracted. We're not falling into those distractions, those temptations, whatever it may be. But we were keeping steady at the work at hand for the Lord. I hope y'all got something out of this, and I'll see y'all next time.